Hello YouTube, and today is my another updated review on the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, what they could have added. Uh, Now I'm a die-hard Elder Scrolls fan, and I will be getting the Xbox One. If you want me to do an unboxing video, leave it in the comments. And I will be getting the Elder Scrolls Online as well. Anyways, back to the subject. What they could have added in Skyrim. Have there are two doors that you cannot open. I would love to explore the rest of Tamriel, you know. That would be one thing they could have added in the game. And another thing is they could have made it more like Oblivion, a little bit more challenging it is challenging. The DLCs are pretty challenging themselves. Dragonborn, for instance, Downguard. Dragonborn's probably the longest out of all the DLCs, in my opinion. And they could have added a little bit more uh, side quests, if you will, and they could have explained how you got captured, because when you start the game, you're randomly in a carriage, taken away to be, executed. They don't really explain how you crossed the border at all, and how you got ambushed, because it's you and some random prisoner and then offer Stormcloak and wait off. They don't tell you how, or show you how you got captured by the Imperials. They did not. They could have done that. I would have loved to see how you were captured. Another thing they could have added was, I planned this all last night, and I have forgotten half of it. They could have added, well, you could go to at least elsewhere, maybe, or some other parts in Tamriel. Elsewhere, I'm dying to see. Now, I have seen pictures of it on the internet, and it looks like ancient Egypt, if you will. It's all desert. the buildings are the buildings look like they're made out of sandstone. And instead of Egyptians, you have the feline race, the Khajiit, and the Khajiits are mainly cat people, if you want to call them that. I don't know what you guys call them, but they're cat people, in my opinion. Now, the Khajiit has an interesting, and the Argonians have an interesting past. In Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, some owned shops in the game. I have it for the old Xbox and my 360. Backwards compatible. And in Oblivion, the Khajiits and Argonians are allowed to be in, shops, like the Black Horse Carrier and Mages Guild. Well, Skyrim, you do have Khajiit and now Jazago. But in Skyrim, you don't see Khajiits owning a shop or a horse stable. Well, an Argonian owned a horse stable, and he was married to a Khajiit, female Khajiit. You don't see that. The people you see owning a shop is either a Nord, a High Elf, or a Breton. Or if you're on Whiterun and buy from the Wood Elf dude, then that guy. You don't see any Khajiits. Khajiits and Argonians are mainly outcasts in Skyrim now. Because you have 3 Khajiit caravans. You have Rystads, Akalis, and Madrons. Now, Killjoy says Hakari is a he, unless the female version of Akari was married to a male Khajiit named Akari, then there you go. But otherwise, I don't see how Akari can be a he if it's a she. They they must have mixed up something in the game. I mean, they could have put cutscenes in the game as well, instead of someone just going, "Well, are you ready for the next mission? Let's get started." You know, I mean, they could have. I love the story. I love the main quest in the game. It's just they could have made it a little bit more, you know, cutscenes and special armor something like really big you have to do to, you know. And then wish I wish you can get more blades recruited, but you can only have 3. And the Argonians, the Khajiits are mainly the thief class, as you will. I can't remember what the Argonians are used for at all. Trying to think if there was something else or not. I mean, there is one Khajiit that works at the Solitude Lighthouse. Other than that, in Desago, no Khajiits own anything. Nothing. I mean, that kind of disappointed me. And what they could have added in the game too is like a little side quest to help, convince the Jarls to let the Khajiit caravans in their holds. Like convince the Jarl right when to let my stats caravan in, and inform the Jarl of Riften, deciding what if you join the Stormcloaks or Empire, or whoever that Jarl is, try to convince them to let Akali's caravan inside their hold, or Madron's let his caravan inside Solitude or Windhelm, or Markarth for a Stad, and Dawnstar doesn't really have a hold, it's just kind of snow. Oh, that's my update on the newest update on what should have been in Skyrim. Thanks for watching, and subscribe or like.